Hi there. My name is Sergio. I am a local realtor in the Longmont, Colorado area. And I am making this quick video as pretty much a continuation to my last video, catering to essentially anyone who is looking to buy a home in the Longmont, northern Colorado area, surrounding area. Now, for my last video, I kind of just explained as simply as I possibly could what would be the first steps to go about actually buying a home, right? So essentially getting your finances in order, making sure that's all put together, and getting an approval for a home loan from a mortgage lender, a loan officer. Now, the next step, which is the most exciting step, is doing the house hunting. So I'm in my car because I am doing that for a client right now. Now, I'm catering mainly to really essentially anybody, but what I'm noticing is that millennials are kind of who I'm mainly kind of like appealing to these days, and I feel it's mainly because I can relate to them. Now, this part is the most exciting. However, because I don't do this full time, I essentially do have very limited time in terms of, going from house to house just to check out and see, like, do you like it? Do you want to go with it? Because for the most part, it's like it takes a while. And by the time we get to actually finding that forever home, or that home that you want to move forward with, a lot of the times things go pending with other people. They get sold, or preferences change, things like that. So the way I go about it is, after we get the pre-approval, we kind of just go into figuring out what your wants and what your needs are, kind of making sure that we are checking off all the boxes and trying to put together this dream home per se, and kind of like make it a reality. What I do from there is I come up with a list for everything that's available, and I essentially do video tours. Now, I am assuming, and out of experience, that you're not going to just move into the first house that you see, right? The first house that we just like go over and walk up to, and you take a look, you take a tour, and you're like, that's the one, right? But I figured that it's a lot easier, especially for us, as for busy millennials, trying to kind of getting a video recording of the property, and so you can refer back to and kind of just make sure that you like everything that you want there is seen and visible. It's not kind of going off of like, oh yeah, the first house, compared to the second, compared to the third, that you don't even remember. Now, the way we go about it is I set up times to get that recording to the client, and also put on my social media, just in case anybody else wants to see the home, right? Assuming that you're not gonna go after it. And after doing that and kind of getting more of like a figuring out what would be best for you, that is when we would set up a time to go see those houses that kind of like make the top list, right? I've learned it to be a little bit more efficient. I do feel like there's me trying to do a little less time wasting, and I'm sure you would understand, just because of the fact that like we have a lot of we have our lives and we have a lot going on, and to kind of focus on going and seeing personally those specific houses that you want to see is kind of what we're after. So that's how I go about it. And yeah, if you want to work with me, if you want to talk a little bit more, please do feel free to reach out. My information is at the bottom of this video, and until then, we'll see ya. Take care.